What was your role on the team?
I was the lead technical artist, so I was responsible for doing a lot of all the environment stuff and working with effects, post-processing, and everything rendering related.
How much more do you think you've improved over last year?
A lot, especially because I did a lot of similar stuff last year, but especially having the opportunity this year to design the environment by hand as opposed to procedurally, that really helped. That helped me learn a lot more about environment design, and I think I improved a lot.
What's your favorite thing that you've made on this game?
I think, the environment as a whole, right? But all the really tiny things. I spent a few weeks playing with every variation of lighting settings in Unity. I had to try like a whole bunch of different types of baked and runtime lighting, different modes. I tried custom plugins, different things. It took a long time and a lot of experimentation, but I think I'm happy with how we're lighting the game and how we're using the technology available to us.
What was your role on the team?
I did a little bit of everything, honestly. Like, every single part of the game, I had my hand in. Like, from big overarching systems, like the inventory and the items, down to, like, the sounds, the UI, even, like, a little bit of project management, I did that as well. So it's been a little bit daunting to do all of that at once. But I think overall I'm happy with, like, how everything is.
How much do you think you've improved since last year?
I've improved a lot. This year, like, the work that I would have done over, like, just the year last year, I've, like, quadrupled that or quintupled that. One system that I've done this year could encapsulate, like, maybe 5-6 months of work from last year. So I think overall I've really improved how quickly I can get things done, and also how, like, robust each of these systems are, and how the quality in the UI or the sort of immersiveness of the sound, all of that's a lot better from last year.
What was your role on the team?
I was a programmer. I did a lot of work on the player and some of the bigger systems in the game, and I also composed all the music.
How much more do you think you have improved compared to last year?
Oh, it's been night and day. Every year we've done this, I feel like we've really learned a lot. It's been a lot of taking what we did last year and improving on it, and also bringing new things in this year with sort of like a different scope and a different plan from the beginning.
What's your favorite thing you've made?
I really like how we designed our systems this year. I feel like we did a good job of building it from the ground up in a way that they're pretty easily expandable. So we did a lot of work up front, making these pretty robust systems, and that allowed us later on in the process to very quickly iterate and make new content.
What was your role on the team?
My role this year was programming the enemies, like their logic, and working on the character designs for the enemies, that sort of thing.
How much more do you think you've improved compared to last year?
I think I've improved quite a bit. Last year I struggled with getting the enemies finished by the deadline for the game, and this year that should not be a problem. So I think that I've improved with my work ethic and with my focus and just attention to detail overall.
What's your favorite thing that you didn't make in the game?
I think I'd have to say the building system. It's pretty robust. Ellie did a great job on that. I think it adds a lot to the game, and I'm excited to see what people make.
What was your role on the team?
My role was to be the 2D artist.
Do you feel like you accomplished everything you set out to do?
To some extent, yeah. I did concept art in the beginning. I did a lot of item icons, and I worked with the UI a fair amount.
If you could do one thing differently, what would you do?
I think I would have spent more time on the concept art stage, because a lot of the concepts that I did, we didn't actually end up using in the game.
I'm Javen. I am the technical artist for Fractal Development. Throughout the year, I made procedural effects such as tornadoes, lightning, screen space effects such as rain, poison, damage, and a lot of other smaller effects, some of which aren't in the game, but that's okay. If I could have made one thing, I would have loved to make a hybrid ray-marched volumetric system for my tornado. However, there were some challenges with Unity HDRP that stopped me from doing that.
What was my role on the team? I did timelines, I did world building, I did story, and I'm also the voice behind the camera in this specific video. In terms of how much more I improved over last year, I was real busy last year, and I was kind of absent a lot of the time. And I've definitely been more present, more productive, and more efficient with what I've been doing this year. I think my actual world building has improved. I think the development of the story and everything has gotten much better. It's almost night and day compared to last year. Everything's a lot more fleshed out. What was my favorite part of the game that I didn't make? I love the environment. I think it's absolutely one of the best environments we've ever done. Partially because we could really get details right. We were in the world, we were placing rocks, making trees, making forests, designing the buildings, and everything fits together because the world isn't procedural. And I just really like the environment. I love the lightning, the fog, the mist. It's a really amazing vibe, and it really fits the story that I'm in.